They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balaj. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Balaj. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
He's checking.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd.
At their own 27-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a quick pass to Richardson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Third down, here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
50. Right there, feel it. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Whip. Watch the whip. 34. Watch the shit. Hey.
Looking to throw on second down. Fitzpatrick. Open man. It's Preston Williams. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, Running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They run with a former Eagle and Dolphin, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Mike Twain. 180. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill it. Kill. Go.
Now Fitzpatrick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's right, baby. They don't
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Here's Haskins to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Haskins on 3rd down. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. shotgun handoff now to Geis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A throw complete to Dorsett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
On the draw, this is Love. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Haskins on third down. Able to find his running back, Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First down, Redskins.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. No. You're over here. You're over here. Hey, Charlie.
Flacco looking for his first toss. And it's caught by Parker. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Hey, yellow. Hey, Alpha.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Redskin first down.
Haskins now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Bang, 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 bang. Wait. Bang, bang. Hey, check right. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Got his man. It's Williams. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You mind? Watch twist. Wait. Twist. Left.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start on the ground with Geis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed?
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick. Now a short one to Gesicki. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. He's got it to Williams. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. It's Williams on the catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
What we got? Hey, wahoo! 52 and 56, 52 and 56. 55 is my guy, 55. It's coming this way.
Fitzpatrick again. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Check. 59.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins, he's got it complete to Thompson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Haskins back to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vince Beagle with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Left. Alert flare. Feel it. Hey, Delta. Mike 55. PPP. Wild Bill. 35. Check 52.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. He finds Ajayi. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Double dog, that's the way. Check 50.
To try again after the sack. Fitzpatrick. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
There you go, Mike 20. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Strong. Dudes.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Fitzpatrick now. And this is caught. It's Parker. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Milage. And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Regular. 55 to Mike. Hey. Kill. Left. Hey, orbit.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick caught. It's Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Right there in the middle. 55. Strong. It's just me and you. It's just exit. It's just me and you. Check nickel. Regular.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And a completion to Wilson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
At the 15-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Balaj. And all the way down in.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and
that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Balaj, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game disc.
And he's into the clear. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
TPP. He's coming, double up. Hey, check right.
Fitzpatrick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
34. He's crossing. He's checking 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Now Fitzpatrick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Oh, some strong running. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Love. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. To Thompson on the draw. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Regular. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Kill. Here we go. Kill.
Back to throw. This is caught by Williams. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Kill. Left.
They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Switch. Kill.
He'll look to throw. And this is Parker, complete. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check. Crunch. Mike 55. Watch the pass.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
50. Let's go. Left. Hey. 4 down. Hey. 14. He's going deep. Get him. Sponge. No. 25. Check 25. Watch out.
Now the first throw in overtime for Fitzpatrick. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Dolphins, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
okay, 30,000 in the pocket, okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game, okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same, okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now, right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound, somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now, with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown,